here at HSN were our mini compact roses. I love them. They are the hardiest plant probably I have on my deck right now, okay? I've got the hibiscus. Flowers are just starting on the hibiscus because it's early here in Florida. I've got my fig tree. Figs are starting again. My roses never stop. Granted, we live in Florida, but these are amazing. And you are gonna get every grouping that you see here. You will get them in the beautiful peach color. You will get them in that golden yellow. You will get them in that rich ruby lipstick red. And then you will also get them, this is a light off, sort of a pale lavender. I love these as well. $21 for all four. We are going to get very busy. If you want them, I would suggest you order them because when they sell out, we rarely get them back in our season. All four are gonna come delivered to you, ready to go. Here's your plant. Remember, it only takes about a month or so for these things to pop. All right, they grow very, very quickly. Mine are all this size. I've had mine for 2 years, and I trim them and I deadhead them. The dead blossoms I just pop off so that they can reestablish. But you will love these. Rochelle, this is probably, now it's definitely, I gotta say, top 3 or maybe top 4 all-time flowers I've ever purchased here. You gotta love the mini rose collection.
I love the mini roses because, unlike the roses that if you were to go to the store and buy them, you get those long stem roses. It's 1 rose per single stem. This is not like that. These are we call them a spray rose. Basically, a branch is going to have many roses on them. They're smaller, but that makes them, one, more beautiful, excuse me, in your garden because you get all kinds of blooms, and it's a nice shrub rather than other kind of rose bushes. They have little different shape. These have a nice shape to them and they're covered in blooms, but they're also really great for cutting because you can, you cut one stem, you get half a dozen flowers on the one stem. So, if you're going to bring them in, you're going to, make other arrangements with other plants in your garden. These are really perfect and they're tough. These are the toughest. If you've never grown roses, you know that some roses can be a little finicky. These ones are the toughest of all the varieties of roses. They'll take the heat, they'll take some, drought. They love the sun and they will just bloom and bloom and bloom. They're great for the front of the border. They're not super big. They don't get very tall, but they're just like color and perennial color, which is, one of the reasons we buy annuals is to get all of that, wow color all in one season. But with perennials like roses, these are going to come back every year, but they give that same level of color with these just, persistent blooms throughout the summer. They're really, you can't beat the mini roses. I mean, they're just so much bang for your buck with these. They're a no-brainer.
They're glorious and they smell so lovely. You have that real dark green foliage on these roses as well, which provides a great backdrop for the color. I can't emphasize enough to order these now. Do not wait, okay? It's 20 bucks, all right? Kyle, what do we do on an HSN credit card? $10 or $20? So you want to get them for $11.95, get a brand new HSN credit card. You get the, I call these orange, even though you could call them sort of a peachy orange. Golden yellow are included. That beautiful red are included. And I don't have these at home. I have the red and I have the peach color, but I don't have the lavender. These are a real pale lavender. Those are included. 4 ready-to-grow plants in little pots will come to you with free shipping and handling. I suggest you get them. They are a winner every single year. You can spread them out. You can put them in a pot and leave them there. If you want, you can plant them in the ground. I have kept mine in pots just because I like moving them around the deck. And I just think they're beautiful. We may actually have some pictures of my roses. I don't know, we'll check. But absolutely gorgeous. And remember, after like season 1, season 2, this is what you're gonna get. All right, and you'll get flowers guaranteed the very first year, okay? You're gonna get them, and then they just start to fill out. Very easy to maintain. It's kind of hard to screw this one up. They grow pretty much anywhere in the country. They're great for beds, they're great for borders, they're great for gardens. They're very adaptable to climates. So, the weather, roses love super hot, humid weather like any other plant, but they will tolerate other things. My plant, I never even brought my roses in when it was in the 40s here in Florida about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Just left them out. Nothing happened, they were fine. water them. I think I'd probably water mine every 3 or 4 days. You know, if you keep them out on a pot in your yard, or you know, you should be fine. If you have them out, you know, actually out in your garden, they'll be good out there. But get them home. Though, hey, there they are. Thank you, Kyle, so much. So there are my roses right there, and you can see they're gorgeous. And you know what I love too, Rochelle? They're never without a flower. Like you said before, they're not like one stem. They have these little clusters, so there's always flowers coming out.
Yeah, they're really persistent. Yeah, I mean, you're in Florida, I'm up in Boston. We have a very different experience with plants. These, you can't even see them right now because they're under, well, they were until last night under some snow. But they are tough as nails. If you're up north, they're hardy. They're gonna come back year in and year out, and they're gonna just consistently all throughout the summer. And then, of course, if you're down in Florida, you get them just constantly, which is fantastic. Just bloom after bloom after bloom. These are, you know, we try and bring you the easiest plants, the ones that are going to make you, you know, have the most success. We're, you know, as growers and nursery people, that is our goal, is to bring you the stuff that we know that, you know, no matter what your level of gardening experience is, you're going to be able to be successful with this. And roses are one of those things, you know, that's like the ultimate gardener thing. Like, you grow roses, right? They're the most beloved flower of all time. And these make rose growing literally a no-brainer. They're so simple. You put them in the ground. You don't have to worry about spraying them. You don't have to worry about all of that rose stuff. They are a super low maintenance, tough as nails. That's the biggest part. They are tough plants that are going to, you know, withstand the heat, the drought. They're going to come back year in and year out. You don't need to do a lot of pruning. Of course, you probably will, because you're going to want to pick them and bring them into your house, mix them up with some of the other flowers that you're growing. They make great cut flowers. They have just these beautiful sprays of you know, blooms that make it so easy to arrange with, you know, and these 4 colors are gorgeous. My personal favorite is that lavender, but the orange, I mean, they all are just classic, beautiful colors that are going to look great in your garden, going to look great in a vase.
You know
Can't
what,
beat it.
Rochelle, and I will tell you this, when I walk out on my patio, and you guys have all seen my patio, you guys have watched. By the way, hi Facebook people, love y'all. I'll give you all a shout out in just a minute, but you've all been to my patio, right? And you've seen, like, you know what gives me like the most pleasure? That whole thing, like, it's hard. They all give me pleasure. I love checking on the figs, but you know, the figs are kind of like seasonal. It's my roses and it's my hibiscus tree. All right, these and that. I walk out and I'm like, because I have both these. Can you imagine walking out on your patio and you have this and you have this? By the way, the hibiscus is already flying out the door. If you want it, I suggest you get it, but it's what you make of it. You know, as I've gotten older, you know, one of the things that I've noticed, you know, Danny's at school, is that, you know, you kind of feel a little isolated when your family grows up and everybody's all out. You know, my mom lives pretty close, but she's, you know, I don't get to see her that often. I don't see my brothers. So I look for areas that give me sort of comfort, you know what I mean? And when I was a kid, I'd go do something. You're stir crazy as a kid. But when you get older, you don't mind just sitting outside with a cup of coffee or a glass of wine and just looking at stuff like this. Because your kids are grown, so they don't need you as much, but plants still need you. You know, it connects you. And I think that's what I love. And for me, I need to work, but not that hard. The easier, the better. These are easy. Hibiscus is easy. The Today's Special, easy. All you got to do is pop in a plant, just water it once in a while. If you could do that, you can experience what I'm talking about. Look at that golden color. Look how it bursts. Look at that beautiful deep foliage. You know, that's another thing we don't talk enough about, is that I love the foliage on these because it's a real dark green. So it allows those flowers to absolutely pop. Everybody that orders will get the orange right there, orange peach. You'll get a bush of the yellow. You will also get a bush of the classic red. And then, to Rochelle's point, I don't have the lavender. I may order this just to get the lavender, and because you can't have enough roses in your yard, right? Go ahead and order it. I know my director, Rebecca. Have you ordered yet, Rebecca? Order it, Rebecca. All right, she's a little busy. She's a little busy keeping an eye on me, which is work. By the way, where'd my tablet go? I was going to say hi to all our Facebook friends. I'll do that after. I can't find everything. I promised Rebecca I wouldn't run all over the place. I'm excited. It's like our first real plant show. When you order, everybody will get one of these, okay? Inside, it tells you exactly how to take care of these. So if you're like, well, when do I water it? Don't worry, it's all right here. There's even a quick guide on the back that tells you exactly what to do. And then when you order, remember, we're not gonna deliver it to you until it's time to be, that was gross, I just spit, until it's time to be planted. So if you live way up north, let's say you live in the Dakotas or Montana, right? You're not gonna get your plants. You won't pay for them until they go out, but you're not gonna get them probably till like April. All right, if you live in that blue-green area in the middle there, the dark green, that's like early April, mid-April, and then everywhere below that is from like a week or two away from today, all the way until April. But you'll get them, and let me tell you, exciting when they come, because I know you're all looking forward to spring, right? Everybody is. Listen, I love winter, I love to ski, but it sure is nice to come home to Florida and have palm trees. So wherever you live right now, even if it's snowing, get these home, because remember, in a month or so, you know, and you, like I said, you don't pay for them till they go out. In about a month and a half, you're gonna get these at your door and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, my roses are here, my hibiscus is here, my butterfly bushes are here. They're all gonna show up. You don't have to go to a garden center, which has all the picked over stuff. You go to a garden center, you know, and there's like 4 plants left because the other 12 people took all the good ones, and you may get one that won't even grow. These are all procured for you. They're for our HSN customer, okay? Delivered to your door with everything that you need except for the water and the shovel. Just put them out in your garden, you'll love them. Rochelle, you can't go wrong with roses, right?
No, you can never go wrong with roses. They're great gifts. They're, you know, maybe you don't even want all of these. Get the pack and then give a couple of them away. You know, you can plant them in containers, pair them up with other things. These are going to come back year in and year out. So they're the gift that just keeps on giving. I talk about this all the time. We used to give, when I was a kid, we used to give my mom roses every Mother's Day. She had so many. We moved house when I was in high school. We had to move all the roses. They're just such a lovely, lovely plant that is so meaningful, whether you're giving them as a cut bouquet or as a plant. You can't go wrong. So, I mean, get these in your garden. They're kind of one of those timeless heirloom things. They are tough as nails. They are not going to let you down. They're going to keep coming back year in and year out. You can keep adding to your collection. We always are bringing in new colors. This year we have the lavender, which is, you know, I don't think we did that one before. And you know, the red and the orange, I know we've done those before, and the yellow. So, you know, there's always kind of a new shade, a new color, a new combination. And yeah, just guarantee yourself like beautiful flowers every time you pull into your driveway. Like, why not? Why wouldn't you do that for yourself? That's just, you know, such a lovely gift to always have something like this in your home, you know, ready for you to enjoy whenever you're ready to, you know, sit down and just, you know, have a moment off your feet or whatever in your garden.
Every day is Valentine's Day, right? When you got these in your backyard every day. Yep. Hey, really quick, I just want to read something, just so you know, the quick reference guide on the back. This is an example. It tells you how much light and sun. So for these, it says fold apart sun, a 4 to 10 hardiness, which is really good. It's a perennial, which means it comes back year after year. Plant them 2 feet apart, 1 plant per pot, 12 to 24 inches, up to 36-inch spread. And they bloom early summer to frost. So they're going to bloom for months and months and months. All great information that everybody will get with your cards when you get it. All right, real quick, go to hsn.com right now. Lots of great things. We're doing a clearance there, so if you're looking for